Good morning. Today's video is going to be one that I'm really excited about, and actually when coming up with the whole idea of this trip and adventure, it was one of the things that I was most looking forward to doing, and originally I actually wanted to do it for most of the nights, not just for budget reasons, but for the experience itself, and that is wild camping. However, in Europe, most countries do not allow wild camping. There are some grey areas, but I want to avoid, any fines, promoting anything that's not allowed. So I have found somewhere which, we're currently in Italy in a small village of Grantola where I've spent the last day and a half. Really needed. I didn't ride my bike at all yesterday. After 2 and a bit weeks on the road, I was completely drained. And I really needed somewhere to just kind of recoup my energy and reset, so to speak, which ironically is the name of this B&B as well, which was perfectly fitting. So now that I'm feeling good, energies are high, I'm actually looking forward to getting back on the bike and doing mileage. We're going to be riding from Italy to Switzerland, which isn't actually far. I'm about 20 minutes from the border. And then finding somewhere where I can wild camp for the night. So the rules for Switzerland is, in general, you can't wild camp. However, if you're high up in the mountains above the tree line, you are allowed to wild camp in some areas for one night. So that's going to be the plan. I've got a place in mind, or a general area in mind, which the first port of call is going to scout that location. We're going to ride up, maybe stop off somewhere for lunch first, and then basically head straight to the area where I'm thinking of staying at, scouting it out, seeing, okay, what are some possible places where I can set up for the night. After that, there are a few small, really picturesque villages in the area which I'd love to see for myself, get some photos, some drone shots, and ride around. And then in the late afternoon, before that, go to the supermarket to get supplies for wild camping and to make sure I've got something to eat. But after that, late afternoon, early evening, head to the location and set up camp for tonight. I guess the key is I don't have to, but in order to kind of comply with a lot of regulations and, not be a nuisance, you want to get in and set camp as late as possible and leave as early as possible. So that's going to be the general plan. For now, I still have a bit of packing to do. Shouldn't take too long, and then we're going to head on the bike and start heading for Switzerland. So we're just leaving Reset Hotel. Ketty, thank you so much. You've been an amazing host. Really needed that, and I'm excited to get back on the road. So in terms of the journey, it's not too bad. It's 2.5 hours to where I'm planning to stay. However, we're not going straight there. I just pressed the horn with my belly. We're not heading straight there. We're going to go and grab some lunch first on the way. I don't know if I'll do that in Italy or in Switzerland, but we're just going to start heading in that direction and see what they have. Oh, it feels good to be back on the road again. Even though it's only been a day and a half, it feels like it's been way longer, but I'm excited. But looking at the weather, it's not looking particularly interesting right now. I checked the forecast and it's going to rain in about an hour and a half. So that's not good. Well, there's going to be a storm where I'm currently at, but I should be out the area by then, I hope. And I hope it doesn't carry on too far into where I'm going. Now, in retrospect, I've just ordered some food. But in retrospect, I maybe should have just tried to power through and continue with the journey so that when it's raining, I could go and eat somewhere. It may be that if the downpour's really bad, I might just stop over and try to find some cans to wait out the majority of the rain. But hopefully it won't be too bad. But yeah, I tried to find like a couple of places to eat. But yeah, parking was a bit of a nightmare. And just randomly, as I was riding past, I saw this place. And I just thought I'd stop over here. It looked cheap and cheerful, at least for Switzerland. So yeah, we're gonna have a coffee and some food. Thank you. So we just finished up eating, and the weather outside is not looking too interesting. As I mentioned before, it's starting to look more and more grey. So I want to get the hell out of here ASAP. Yeah, the clouds are completely grey above me, which is not good. On a positive note, I am feeling nice and full. So yeah, very, very happy about that. And right now I'm just trying to manage putting everything on my bike. But yeah, the situation outside right now is not looking particularly great. That direction, which I hope we're heading in, I'm not 100% sure yet, I haven't checked the maps, but hopefully if we're heading that way, it's looking a lot more promising, because directly above me are dark clouds. So I'm not going to waste any more time on here. I'm going to get on the bike and start moving. Okay, it's starting to rain. It's not good. I should have bought in some waterproofs. I'm gonna have to stop off somewhere. Okay, and it's looking like the rain has subsided a bit, which is really good news. I mean, it stopped raining a while ago, but now finally the way we're going is kind of, well, it's not clear skies, but it's not dark and gloomy like it was before, so hopefully it stays this way. Oh man, what a view. How epic is this lake? I mean, this looks incredible. making our way up the mountain. I think we're about 15-ish, maybe 15-20 kilometers away from the initial place I scoped out. I just thought I'll stop over here by the lake because it looks spectacular, and you know, it's nice also just to stretch the legs for a bit. But what I really like about this place so far is how non-touristy it is. There's basically no one, probably apart from like local residents. There's probably a few hikers. I've barely seen anyone on a bicycle. So it's really off the beaten path, which is promising. However, we're already very high up and there's still trees, and there's a bunch of peaks just behind me and there's still trees on them. That's not a good sign. However, in the direction we're going, I can see there's one peak and hill with basically no forest. So I'm hoping that it's somewhere around there / in an area where there isn't any forests. Either way, we're going to continue on because time is ticking. I stopped over to take some drone shots as well. Time is ticking. The weather at the moment is looking good. I don't want to jinx it. So I want to go there, scope it out, have a break, and then head back to the town, which is about 15-20 kilometers away, to get some food. But for now, so that was just a car coming by and my bike's kind of sticking out in the road. It's not in a great position. But yeah, for now, I'm continuing the journey and we'll see what this place is like. Sorry, mate.
Stanno girando un film. They're filming a movie.
Oh, they're filming a movie there?
Yeah, and they need some silence, so...
Oh, okay.
Like, a couple minutes and then I...
Oh, okay, cool, perfect. No problem. It's okay, I'm filming a movie too, so...
Oh, so cool. Where are you from?
From London.
Wow, why here? How did you find out?
Why not? I mean, look at this place.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm doing like a tour around Europe, and I guess trying to embody the spirit of adventure. And yeah, so I mean, I've been so far to like a lot of the touristy places and the main mountain passes, but I found out about all these all the nice villages on the way and the lake, so I thought I'll check this place out for a bit of a change.
There's the lake there.
Yeah, that's what I want to check out.
So cool.
What movie are they filming?
It's called, I think, Beccaria. It's like in the 70s about this guy from Airolo with
it's a town just above. Yeah, just on the other side. Yeah.
I don't actually know.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what happened. But, yeah.
No problem. Well, looks like gonna be waiting here a bit. Okay, they said they were filming a movie. Let's this guy was really cool actually, but let's see if we can have a sneak peek. No idea what exactly they're filming, and I'm assuming it's probably not an English film. But yeah, I mean, fair play to them. You know, I get annoyed when I'm filming YouTube videos and a random van drives past, so I can only imagine on a full-scale production where every single take costs money and they only have a certain amount of time and loads of people. But But yeah, there was a few vans, I guess, back there. Not the biggest production, and well, couldn't really see much. But anyway, I guess, yeah, there was nothing there, but at least we've still got an amazing ride to go. Looks like we're here. We've made it to the summit. Here at the lake, and there aren't many spaces, and there's a few camper vans which I'm assuming are going to be staying here overnight. I think there's like 1 or 2 grass spots that I can stay in. Worst case, I have to pitch and gravel, but I'd rather not do that. But yeah, I think this is very doable. So unfortunately, in retrospect, I should have actually gotten food first, because now I have to go back down the mountain halfway and then all the way back up, which is going to take a while. Probably be there and back about 2 hours, maybe just under. So I'm not going to spend too much time here. As beautiful as this is, I think instead we're going to head straight down to the mountain, get to the nearest supermarket or place to eat. Just someone's shoes over there. Someone's probably gone for a swim. I honestly can't blame them. Yeah, it's an incredible place. I'm excited actually to stay here tonight. It's well above the tree line, so that's all good. Yeah, let's get some food so that we can start getting ready for tonight. Before we get back to the video, I wanted to take a quick break to talk about today's sponsor, Monimoto. The Monimoto 9 is the latest GPS tracker from Monimoto. Unlike most other GPS trackers where you have to hook it up to the bike's battery, this one is small, compact, and completely wireless, which means wherever you put it in your bike, there won't be any wires tracing back to it. Inside the box, you'll find the tracker, a key fob, and some zip ties. You don't need to worry about getting a SIM card as it already has an eSIM built in. You just plug it in, charge it, and then sync it with the Monimoto app. And speaking of charging, the device is USB-C powered and only takes an hour and a half to fully charge. The battery life is around 12 months, and if at any point your battery does get low, you'll get a notification straight from the app reminding you that it's time to charge your battery. So how does it work? Well, it's all in the key fob. Whenever you have the key fob near the bike, whether that's in your pocket, on your keys, the tracker stays off, meaning you can move the bike around freely and go for a ride. However, if you leave your fob behind, or if someone moves your bike whilst you're not there, the tracker will arm itself. If that happens, Monimoto will actually call your phone and give you GPS updates every 5 minutes, which you can access via a very easy to follow map within the Monimoto app. The tracker is IP68 rated, meaning that it's dust and waterproof, and paired with its small and compact size, it means you can hide it pretty much anywhere. One thing is I would refrain from hiding it under the seat. Instead, opt for somewhere a bit more discreet, such as under a plastic fairing if your bike has one. A huge thank you once again to Monimoto for sponsoring this video, and if you want a GPS tracker for that extra peace of mind, make sure to check them out. I've dropped a link and a 10% discount code in the description of this video. And with that said, let's get back to the ride.
All right. I mean, I found something, but it's not looking good. It's gonna take a while to get there, and honestly, there aren't many grocery stores around this. It was such a bad move. On the way up, I definitely should have got some food just in case. I mean, my thinking was I wasn't sure whether or not would actually be staying here, but it's just more of a case I kind of really wanted that remote experience. And how epic are these views? You know, riding up to the top of the summit was incredible, but going down, you get to see so much more. And I guess the road is somewhat familiar. Well, I've done it once. But yeah, you get to see so much more. And having done it once, and I guess having Waze on really helps, but it just gives a bit more headspace to be enjoying the views. Like, this might be one of my favorite passes. And this is not good. Do you know what? More cars have passed me on the way up in this small section, and I'm barely down from the summit. I still probably have another 25-30 minutes to get remotely halfway / to that lake. And yeah, more cars have passed me in this section than they did the entire way up from the bottom. Okay, let's have a look. Hopefully this would... No, that's just a cafe and it looks like they're closed. Alright, I'm gonna have to keep searching. Hopefully there will be something soon.
Oh, is it just cheese? Okay, cheese I don't want.
Okay, so on Google Maps, it says that there's a place here. I'm praying that this is true. Okay, there's a potential bar restaurant place where they might serve food, but to be honest, I'd rather get groceries because with the amount of cars that pass me, I'm getting a bit worried that quite a few spots might get taken. So I'd much rather just get something that I can take with me and then head back up as soon as I can. Well, it's also, I want to get there before dark, and it's, you know, I've been riding for 30-40 minutes now. Okay.
Made it down the mountain. Let's just hope this place accepts card. Otherwise, that's going to be annoying. Is there a card machine? There's a way. Yes, there's a card machine. Okay, perfect. So, for tonight, Snickers. The most important thing I'm going camping. First thing I grab is Snickers. All right. So we've just opted for a sandwich. That isn't really just a sandwich and some Snickers. Unfortunately, there isn't really anything here that I can quickly cook up. So I'm just going for something simple. But we'll do for now, and then tomorrow morning we can find somewhere else really to eat. Because I'm not going to be sticking around for long, because I need to leave early dawn. All right, so we filled up. Got some sort of food for tonight, and yeah, time to head back up the mountain for a second time and see what the situation is. Hopefully there aren't a lot of people. And I just felt a bit of rain. Okay, let's see how this goes.
And we're back at the top. Man, this place is so incredible. Yeah, there's a spot just here I remember that potentially looked good. If it's free, I think I'm just gonna take it. Yeah, I think this will have to do for now. Okay, and do you know what? It's not looking too busy. All right, how incredible is this? I mean, wow. If the weather's anything like it was today, this is going to be one heck of a view to wake up to.
Okay, so we've just arrived. We've got this plot of land, as well as well, not as well as, we've got this plot of land where we're going to be setting up camp in a sec. There are a few other people in the area that I think are going to be camping as well and staying overnight, but they're mainly in motorhomes. I've got some people over there, another camper van over there. But I think we've got a nice little spot to set up our tent. It's getting a bit chilly, which is the only issue, but it's okay. I've got a jumper, I've got some thick socks, so I should be fine throughout the night. I'm just hoping it doesn't rain. I felt a few droplets earlier, but it seems to be clearing off now. And yeah, I mean, this is what I've been really looking forward to the entire trip. I was a bit scared and a bit apprehensive. I thought, what if I get here and, there won't be somewhere to camp? But the views are stunning. This looks incredible. So yeah, I think it's time to set up camp, get changed into some warmer clothes, and yeah, eat some food. Finally get to take off the squeaky boots. It's been a long day. Not really the toughest of days. It's quite nice. The roads here were really, really good. And the weather was quite warm in Italy in the morning, but then had its ups and downs, and in general it's been on the cooler side, but still warm, mid 20 degrees. Now I'm just happy to be here. Got my tent all set up. I really like this nature hike tent. It's super easy to set up, especially since the, I don't know what it's officially called, the pole or the frame is all one piece. And it's magnetic, so it literally takes 20-30 seconds to set it all up. Go into something a bit more comfortable. I wish I could get a campfire going, but there's obviously no wood around. I know there's some people there who previously, it looks like, did start a campfire, but yeah, because I can see all the burnt wood underneath the rock. But we don't have any wood, so it's okay. In fact, before I put them in my tent, I'm gonna let them air out a bit, but definitely won't be leaving them overnight because they'll just get quite soggy. Now, for my dinner. I mean, I had a large pizza, so it's not too bad. And honestly, any food right now will do. I've got a couple of Snickers as well. That I'm looking forward to. But let's see what the sandwich is. That was the, as you guys saw, well, hopefully saw, I don't know, because I was filming with the GoPro, it was a bit dark, but there was like a 24/7 supermarket which is self-serve. But they really didn't have much, and I didn't want to cook up a whole meal. Okay. Literally all the contents of that sandwich came out in that bite. But it's good. It will do. It will definitely sustain me, along with the Snickers and the cakes from Ketty. Thank you once again. You're an absolute star. Yeah. It would be nice to have a chair. But what I might do is I might take out the electronics from my bag and just make sure that it's only clothes and things that can't really get squashed, and use that for a chair later. Having said that, I don't think I'm going to be outside much longer because it's going to get dark and it's going to get cold, and without a fire I'm much better off inside the tent than outside. So we made it through the night. Definitely not the best night's sleep that I've had, but overall, I mean, it was really fine. There was a moment just as I was falling asleep, it was just before midnight, where actually I did get a bit freaked out. So I was basically, I could hear a car driving past and then stopping not far, and then a bunch of lights, and I was just thinking to myself, who on earth is driving up here at that time when it's pitch black, and these roads aren't the easiest at all. So that kind of made me slightly concerned, but it was fine. I mean, I fell asleep within 10-15 minutes anyway, so I guess that goes to show how concerned I was. But no, overall, I think the highlight as well is just waking up this morning to this incredible view and scenery. I mean, there aren't many people that get to do this, and there probably aren't many times in your life that, you know, you're able to sleep out and wild camp in such incredible areas. So yeah, so feeling very, very fortunate and just so grateful for the opportunity that I'm even able to able to go on this journey. You know, big shout out to my sponsors. Without them, you know, funding this trip wouldn't have been possible. So the way this opportunity even arose was I got made redundant from work, and basically took that kind of negative life event and used it to pursue my dreams, which was to tour on my motorcycle, make these videos for you guys, and also on the road hopefully meet a bunch of you. So yeah, huge thank you to all the sponsors, but I guess not just them. A massive and even bigger thank you to every single one of you who watches my videos, who supports my page on Instagram, because without you, those sponsors wouldn't have happened and I wouldn't be here right now. And I guess it's not just your support in terms of following, watching the videos, it's the messages and comments that I've been receiving from you guys. They genuinely mean a lot. I know especially 2 days ago and before that, when my energies were feeling a bit low and I was really drained from the road, so many of you reached out who are following my journey on Instagram as I'm posting multiple stories daily of updates on my trip, how it's going, etc. Yeah, so many of you reached out to me, and I'm just so grateful to have all of your support. And you know, even though I'm doing, I guess, a solo trip, knowing that so many of you are in my corner following this journey just, you know, doesn't make it feel as lonely. Not that it's that lonely. But yeah, the plan for today is I'm gonna start packing, and then we're gonna head towards the Airbnb. Then we're gonna visit the all the main and famous passes in Switzerland. Not all of them, but within the vicinity, you've got Susten Pass, you've got Furka Pass, you got, I think, Saint Bernardino, and there's a couple of others which are all within, I guess, half an hour of each other. So we're gonna do one massive tour of all of those passes. Also, one more thing, because I always forget to do this, but if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
We're right at the beginning of Furka Pass.